the lift that Trevor gave by gutting it out, scrambles of 22 and 26 yards, and then with the game on the line, delivering the throw to Kirk.
Number one, the biggest stat that matters to me is the scoreboard, right? The fact that we won the game. Now, with that being said, I mentioned to the team that, we had some guys that were banged up, going into this game, and that, each man had to step in that gap, right? Everybody had to lift each other up, and I credit our offensive line. Other than the scrambles where he got tackled, I think he stayed pretty clean in the pocket for the whole day. His performance, gutting it out like he did, Brandon Scherf gutting it out like he did. So many guys, on a short week, battling injury, to sacrifice that for the football team, says a lot about the character of these guys, and I'm so proud of them for doing that. And Trevor's obviously one of those guys, and kind of everything else goes away. The fact that they gutted it out, made the plays down the stretch when we needed to. Buster Brown in the end zone, on fourth down. Jamal's punt return, did a great job of anticipating that. A fake punt. Christian and his touchdown there at the end. There were a lot of individual efforts that were good to see. From guys, and just a lot of credit to those guys in the locker room.
Buster Brown, you mentioned he's really stepped up tonight. He only had one defensive snap through the first 5 weeks, and all of a sudden he's in this spot. What do you think of his performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought he did some good things. He's a young player, second-year player for us. We were missing Tyson Campbell, so it's next man up. And Buster's the next man, and he's worked hard to put himself in this position. He works hard in practice, and it's not always going to be perfect or pretty or all of that, but you know what? He made plays when he needed to, and that's the most important thing. And so, really proud of the way he played today.
Were you pretty much 100% that last night that Trevor was going to play?
I wouldn't say 100%. It's not my decision to make. It's Trevor's, and how he feels, and he was feeling good last night. He was feeling good today during the workout. So I trust my players, and I trust that I'm going to do what's right. But at the same time, if the player, in this case Trevor, feels like he can go, then I've got to trust that.
Doug, I know you probably didn't know what to expect out of him in terms of his mobility, but for him to 4 days ago sprain his knee, wear a knee brace for the first time, and tonight establish a career high in rushing yards and lead the team in rushing seems preposterous. What does it say about that guy?
It just again shows the type of person he is, and the unselfishness that he has, and I saw it last year when he got injured. He got injured in the Detroit game, and he battled with injury throughout the course of the rest of the, through the rest of the year, and gutted that out. This is different. This is a short week, and on Monday, I would have told you that he was not playing in this football game on Monday. But that's not who Trevor is, and again, proud of his effort. The ability to, escape the pocket and run. Fortunately, they were straight ahead runs. He didn't have to cut too much. But a lot of gutsy performances out there, and his is probably the number one.
The resilience this team has, can you just talk about that and what it took to sort of, at the end there, come back, make sure to score a touchdown and win the game?
I mean, listen, this is a good football team that we played tonight, and they're well coached. It's a disciplined group, and they're aggressive on defense, and they got every weapon on offense. And it, we talked about it this week. It's a 60-minute football game, and that's what you got to do. And guys own their jobs and knew their role. And that's all I asked them to do, and they did that. Don't do any more, or any less. And I challenged them to be great. They don't have to be perfect. Just be great. Have great passion. Have great energy, and they did that today.
How do you think this sets you up going forward? Now you have 10 days to get ready for Pittsburgh. You played well on the road to this point, and then you have the bye week after that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to take advantage of the next 3 days. players have got to get healthy, live in the training room, and all of that. But at the same time, I want them to, kind of take this mini bye, and coaches do the same thing. Kind of get away, clear their heads. Got one more road game coming up, and then give them a little more of a break. So, we just got to be smart with the next couple of days. Anticipating getting some guys back next week, that have been missing, and but we'll do the right thing and look forward to that.
A couple good offensive drives early, and then a really lengthy lull for the offense. What do you attribute the switch there?
Just good defense. I mean, we didn't execute very well, but they played better defense. They were, stunting a little bit more up front, taking away some of the inside zones, and they just did a nice job on defense. And we got to look at this film and make those adjustments, make those corrections as we move forward.
Last 2 weeks, you've gotten a touchdown drive very first series of the game after not getting any points at all the first 5 weeks. What's changed? I mean, I know you talk about having a sense of urgency all the time, but
I just think the guys are really, I think they're gelling together, they're coming together as an offense. We were able to run the football, successfully in a couple of those drives there, and Trevor was pretty accurate with his throws. Guys, making plays on some third downs, and just, it just comes down to execution, and the last couple of weeks we've been able to do that, and obviously the end result is points.
It's not often you're -2 in turnovers and a half and up 11. How much did your defense save you kind of?
Defense has been playing outstanding all season long, and they played great again tonight. It's rare that you're on the negative side of the turnover margin and still win the football game. But to hold them to field goals early and it was big. The guys came ready to play. Mike had a great plan for them, and they executed that plan pretty well. So my hat's off to the defense.
That 4th and inches, though, was that a function of you didn't want Trevor to be under center at that point, or just how the game was supposed to play?
We just got beat. Credit them. Yep.
Challenging on the...
No, it was confirmed. It was confirmed upstairs, so there was no thought.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Doug.
All right, guys. Thank you.